All righty. Welcome, everyone, to the launch party. We're really excited today. We're going to talk all about Epiphan Connect. And this is great. And we're going to start a little timer because we should be able to roll through this pretty quick because Connect is just that easy. That's the goal. So you saw that little intro video, right? We've all done this a million times now. Sometimes it's difficult. Sometimes you feel like one of those operators working wires all over the place. Doesn't need to be that way. And that's the whole idea with Epiphan Connect. Let's make this easier and simpler. So throw your ideas in chat, ask us questions in chat, look for some polls we're going to be putting up throughout the event, and stay tuned for some prize giveaways, a full Connect demo, some special guests that come in and talk to us, and then join us for the after party where we'll have some open Q&A, and you can ask us anything, really. But we're going to bring in our first guest. My friend and colleague, Marta, is going to join us. Marta, are you there?
I am here, George. Thank you so much for having me. This is so exciting.
Yeah. So where are you connecting from, Marta? Because this doesn't look like your home office.
Yeah, it's definitely not. And remember the other day you asked me if I would be willing to join this live stream to kind of demonstrate our concept. We talked about like an ad hoc place. That's not our office, not a professional studio. So here I am at this co-working space coming to you live.
Yeah, it looks great. It looks great. So what did you have to do? Just show up and jump on the Wi-Fi and that's it?
Pretty much. You know, you and I we do these things a lot where we have to be a participant in a hybrid event. And, you know, there's so much setup. You have to set up your encoding, set up your light, your camera here. Just plop my computer down, connect it to Wi-Fi network, and jumped on this Microsoft Teams call, and that's it. I'm live.
It's almost too easy. So we're going to make this even more fun. How about let's give away some prizes, and we're going to bring some guests in to win those prizes, and we're going to bring them live. So this is being totally done ad hoc in the background. So Marta, who's our first one?
Excellent. So our first guest is Hillary. Hillary, welcome to the show. Thank you so much for hopping on.
Hi there. How are you, Marta?
Nice to meet you. How are you doing?
Good.
Yes, nice to meet you too. So tell us a little bit, where are you joining from and what excites you about Connect?
Wow. Well, I am connecting from New York, and I am in the cloudy area in Westchester County. I work for an audiovisual design and integration company in New York City, and I'm also a studio recording engineer separate from that, and I do live streaming as a DJ, and love the pearls. Spec them all the time. I have one. I love it. And I'm really just excited about Connect just to see how it all can be much simpler.
That's awesome. Fantastic. Well, awesome. Today you're a winner. And guess what you're going to get? You're going to get a capture card, one of our new AVIO HD Plus capture cards.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Congratulations. Awesome. All right, George, let's keep this moving. Next guest, next prize.
Yeah, let's give out another prize. So coming up here, we have Wasim joining us live. Welcome.
What's up, everybody? How's it going? George, longtime lurker. Nice to finally see you and interact with you.
Yeah, that's awesome. And where are you connecting from?
So I'm actually in my home studio, all the way out in Wasaga Beach, an hour and a half out of Toronto.
Mm-hmm. It's good. More Canadians in this call. That's good. We're trying to strike that balance. And what really excites you about Epiphan Connect, what you've seen so far and heard?
Well, we're a massive team shop. I work for EY, right? We look after all the global corporate events, whether they're small webcasts or large conference-style events. We have cloud studios, right? We have a team of people scattered throughout the globe who have vMix and enhanced networks. We are huge users of SRT and NDI. So this all just speaks to us. It's perfect harmony, right? We're looking forward to just take advantage of it. Really, it's been a long time coming. So well done to Epiphan.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. And you are also a winner of an AVIO HD Plus. Awesome. So obviously we will get in touch with you guys, get those shipped over to you as soon as we can. So congratulations to Hillary and Wasim. Congratulations for that. And thank you for joining us so much. But we're going to keep this rolling. So, but really, I mean, look how easy it is to just bring people from the audience in live. Like that's really what this is kind of all about. We're not done though. keep an eye on the ticker along the bottom. We're going to have some more prize giveaways. So if you see your name pop up there, we'll be in touch. But keep an eye out there. Thank you, Marta. We'll let you go. And I'm going to bring in our next guest. Joining us now is Epiphan's own Nick Milani. Welcome, Nick.
Hey, George. Great to see you.
Yeah. So, Nick, you're going to talk to us more about the details. Like, let's break it down.
Yeah, we like to joke. It's so simple, even an executive can do it. So I'm going to try to prove that here. And you can see now my screen share. So those of you that aren't familiar with Epiphan Cloud, that's where you start your journey into this tool. We have kind of three main offerings. We give you the ability to manage the pearls that Hillary talked about, our edge encoders, our great acquiring signals. We've got Unify, our virtual production tool, which we're using today. But the focus of today is really Epiphan Connect and that ability to, bring people in, right? And so just to show you real quick, it's easy to go ahead and pair it to your tenant. So you'll have your Microsoft administrator go through and pair it. Once you're in there, you can connect to a meeting by simply selecting this. And then what I'll show you behind the scenes here is actually what's going on inside of Microsoft Teams. So for the folks that are we're unveiling what's occurring here, in the background, we've got all these folks in Microsoft Teams, and we're treating it as a green room. So you can't hear these folks as they speak. You can only hear me because that's what our producer, Jeremy, is doing. He's selecting who we see and how it goes outbound. You'll also notice that it says Epiphan Connect is at work. This is an indication to everybody that, somebody's in here, that we're being extracted and that we're using this tool. So if I want to go ahead and connect to a meeting, all I do is simply copy the link to it, right? And then I go into Epiphan Connect. I put that in. I choose whether I want isolated audio or mixed audio. And I go ahead and hit connect and join. And you'll see that it starts to initialize and spin this up. Now, something that's really important for all the viewers out there, the first 15 minutes are free of every meeting, okay? And that gives you time to get set up, do some technical checks, make sure everything's up and running. Typically takes around 5 minutes to initialize and get up and going. I'm going to go ahead and jump over here to where we're at today. One of the things also worth noting is that you can have multiple sessions of Connect, multiple bots attend the same meeting. So the way we have it structured today, we've got our main production folks, the guests that were just coming in, as well as panel experts that will be showing up later. And of course, a good backup, because we always want to back up for live events. If I jump into the main production and just kind of show you what's happening, we saw all those folks in the Microsoft Teams meeting, but here they are inside of Epiphan Connect. I think it's really easy to say that, this is kind of a set and forget type tool. Ideally, what you do is at the beginning of the meeting, we make these connections, we get everything set up into any production tool in the world that supports SRT, and then you can kind of, get rolling with your event. I get information about whose camera's on or off, whether they're muted or not. You'll also notice that I'm in here twice. That's because I've got one PC dedicated to my capture card and looking good, and I've got another PC dedicated to the demonstration that I'm providing. Just to show how easy this is to bring somebody on board, I mentioned Jeremy's producing the event. Let's go ahead and add him to the stream here. So if I come in and I select, I can choose whether I want listener or caller mode. We're going to go ahead and use caller today. I can also select what kind of video quality I want. So, very easy to select full HD, and we're going to go, or you can go custom. So if there's specific, frame rate that works best with your production tools, great. If you've got limited video kind of bit rate, we can also throttle that back if you're going down to kind of a physical device. In this case, we're all in the cloud. So this is cloud to cloud. Nothing's touching a physical Pearl anywhere. All of us are participating via Teams. I can set up my audio quality, my latency, and I can also add encryption if I want to. So let's go ahead and add in Jeremy here. And so you're going to see the status of it change here to connected. And hopefully he's there in the background now. Hey, Jeremy, how's it going?
Good, you?
So great. Tell me where you're joining us from today.
So I'm actually in Jordan, Amman right now. So pretty far away from Canada or the US.
Man, that's a full cloud production story right there, right? Anywhere you want to be.
Yeah, pretty much. Like without all the Epiphan stuff, I wouldn't be able to work remotely as I am right now. I've once directed a show with Epiphan from Nairobi once, and now I'm all the way in Amman, and it works great. Yeah.
And so let's just real quick give a sense. Historically, if you were going to set up an event like this, what do we have? Almost like 15 people coming on to the 15-minute performance. How would you have tackled that in the past?
Yeah, it was pretty hard in the past because you would have maybe you could have 3 laptops and then switch your participants on each laptop, or sometimes we would even have like almost like 7 laptops, and then we would pin people on each laptops and then grab an HDMI out from each laptop and then send that into a switcher. So that was a very fragile solution, and the quality was often pretty low because we would crop in. And so nowadays with Epiphan Connect, it really helps, right?
Oh, I appreciate that. Well, I'm gonna let you get back to actually producing the show. It's not easy to participate and produce.
I try.
Thanks so much for joining. And one of the things I'll also show here is, part of the pain of those pinup farms is if a random person wants to screen share, right? Somebody says, I'm going to screen share and all of a sudden pull up. What you'll notice inside of Epiphan Connect, beyond kind of the individual video feeds that we're extracting, we also get these mainstreams. So we get a primary speaker view, which basically whoever's speaking, that's what shows up in that SRT channel. And then we've got our screen share. The screen share is a dedicated SRT channel. So the producer manages content independently of the people. And we know this is just a huge advantage in the kind of sometimes ad hoc nature of hybrid events. Together mode extracts the view of everybody together and can be used kind of for a town hall type setting. And we get a lot of control in here. The last thing I'll mention is that ability to see and control kind of what's happening. Now, we imagine this is often set and forget. You set up these connections, you're going to produce in the production tool. But what you can do is also go in here and, mute a participant. The Teams, now Crowdcast couldn't hear me, even though everybody in Teams could hear me. I can also go in and show what the quality of the signal is for everybody. So when I bring people in, am I connected? What signal am I getting from Microsoft Teams versus what signal is actually being shared out? We stabilize the outbound connection to a 1080p 30 frames per second, so that way it's a more predictable signal on your production side. It's that simple. That's why we're doing a 15-minute launch event. It doesn't need to be any more complicated than this. We already have enough complications in our life. We don't need more headaches. So with that being said, why don't I bring George back, and let's not talk to me. Let's go talk to some real experts.
Yeah, thanks, Nick. That's a great demo. And, this is kind of really easy. And for guys like Jeremy, producers who are maybe 10,000 kilometers or whatever it is away, everything in the cloud means they can do it from anywhere. And that's really fantastic. But anyway, we're going to introduce our panel. We have some great guests here that have a variety of different experience. We're going to bring them in and share their thoughts. First up, I'm going to bring in Nick Smith. Nick is an experienced creator, podcast host, and he's really well versed in all the cool toys in his role as VP of Technology at Exertis Broadcast. So, Nick, welcome, first of all. What does SRT being so universal, what does that mean with Connect for your customers, producers like yourself who have SRT capability today, whether that's Pearl or other tools?
Well, yeah, I mean, look at the bigger ecosystem, right? You've got Haivision with over 600 partners in the space that are producing SRT-enabled components. Every camera manufacturer, every encoder. So there's just a massive ecosystem of customers that have SRT sort of on half the story. And the missing link to that story was the video conferencing, the Teams connection that allows anybody to connect over just a simple laptop connection. So it really just rounds out the ecosystem and makes it complete.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're starting to see that in higher end broadcast stuff too, that you guys deal with all the time.
All the time.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, thanks, Nick. We really appreciate your input on that. And hopefully you'll stick around for the after party and see if we have some great questions for you. Next up, I want to bring in Tom. Tom is a solution architect with Rich Products. Rich Products is a multinational food products corporation with billions in revenue. And Tom, your team has made huge investments in Teams and Teams rooms. So what is Connect opening up for you and Rich Products?
Absolutely. I'm speaking to you actually live from one of our Teams native room experiences right now. We've made a significant investment over the past 3 to 4 years. We have over 100 rooms globally across 5 regions that we do business in. And, we've been really successful with deploying that investment and then allowing now for Connect to leverage these tools to onboard the presentation capabilities, everything from what we've worked on, which is really more around the executive leadership town halls, to external facing presenters as well that can do customer focused culinary events like product cuttings. It's really been a game changer for us.
So essentially, it means any one of those team rooms is essentially a studio now with Connect.
That's correct.
Yeah, and I think that's incredibly powerful for any company, right? Especially one like yours, so distributed. So that's awesome. Thank you for being here, Tom.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Next up, we have John. John is a live streaming specialist. He's kind of known throughout the industry and a face many of you may have seen before. John, having produced and designed countless events, you've seen people do teams with NDI. You've seen 1,000 different things, I suppose. How do you see Epiphan Connect expanding and improving on the workflow overall?
So I think great to be with all of you guys and talk about a little bit about this. So absolutely. So, from an NDI perspective, NDI is maturing and we know that it's growing in this space and obviously being utilized in a lot of different types of local productions as well as remote productions. But where I see Connect now providing the implementation of SRT support is really highlighting the fact that now you can leverage SRT as a safe, reliable transport protocol from Microsoft Teams into a live production and provide easy use for the end user or the client, or when we're producing something and making it more advantageous for them, reduce the complexity, right, is what I like to say. So, NDI is great, and there's additional steps that need to be taken to implement those. But SRT is really providing a pathway, as we've all kind of talked a little bit about that, of kind of charting that path and providing better connectivity. So my experience with Connect has been fantastic, just the testing we've done and taking a look at it. So I'm very excited about it.
Yeah, that's awesome. And we look forward to seeing what you produce with it going forward, John.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, thank you, panel, for joining us. Again, I hope you join us for the after show, and we'll kind of get pick your brain a little bit more. But now I have one more guest, very special guest. I want to bring in Brody Langley. Brody manages partnerships at Microsoft and has kind of been our guy there helping us through all of this development stuff. So welcome, Brody.
Thanks, George. Just wanted to start by saying very excited to be here for the launch of Epiphan Connect. This is a great moment. For me, this event represents months of collaboration and partnership between the teams here at Microsoft and Epiphan to bring together a platform that really unlocks these new capabilities for our customers looking to elevate their live broadcast experience, both for the talent and producers as well as audiences. And for us, Teams is really become this communication and collaboration hub, especially over the last couple of years during the shift to remote work and hybrid work. And so as we combine that with the standard of live production continuing to elevate, I think we really see this deep integration as a key solution for brands across all of our industries to better empower producers, their on-air talent, and engage their audiences. So just wanted to end off by saying and singing my praises for the crew at Epiphan. Thank you for your partnership. It's been excellent to work with you and to continue to work with you. Really looking forward to seeing this take off.
No, that's great. Thanks so much, Brody. Thanks for being here. And and it's been an amazing partnership thus far, and only expect it to get better and better as we see this really take off. And I don't even know what the numbers are for Teams clients now, but I assume it's a staggering number. So, well, that's great. Thanks to all our guests for joining us. And for you viewing, if you've been watching that ticker down along the bottom, you may have seen your name prop up as a prize winner. So congratulations to all those additional prize winners. We're going to reach out to you. I believe we've got some Amazon gift cards coming your way. So we'll reach out and get that all tied up nicely for you. But really, everyone watching right now is a winner because everyone registered for this. All attendees are getting 3 months free access to Connect. And Connect is available right now. You can go to epiphan.com/connect and sign up. You'll get those 3 free months to experiment and play around with it and really understand the ins and outs and how hopefully it can improve your workflow. While you're there, we have a ton of resources on our website and our YouTube channel for different content to help you improve and get the most out of your production. And of course, the team here at Epiphan, myself, the customer success team, everyone here is always willing to help and chat with you about all the cool things. We live and breathe this stuff. We're kind of nerdy about it. And so we want to help any way we can to really bring that level up. Let's make production better. Thank you so much. And we will see you again real soon, I hope.